cranes on top of it is probably the largest portion of our capital program we have.
It's 35 feet being dredged to 50.
The question was about our hours of operation. 4 vessels were basically 24/7. I want to say 365. We have like 5 no work days. We can every other day, you know, like national holidays, we can work. It's just really expensive. But the gates are generally restricted to Monday through Friday. You know, 6 to 7 o'clock. The first ship that we're coming up on is a transatlantic European loader. So she is only a load call. She'll call one time, discharge all of her cargo, go down the coast, come back, and then load all of her cargo from New York before she goes back across the pond.
Sounds familiar. Isn't that scary?
And then the ship that's up aboard of her is the GGS service. She's a Suez Canal service, which she'll go all the way to the Far East and do a transit through the Suez Canal. Her last call is Haifa in Israel, but she'll do one call in Oman, and then she'll call Israel and then be back over. But basically, she's a Far East service. The Federica, the one that's directly to our right, is about a 6,000 to 7,000 TEU ship, and the Asia that's just directly, I said forward, but I should have said back aft. We're usually a portside 2 ship, but the one that's directly behind her, the Asia is about a 9,000 TEU ship. That is the largest ship that New York, New Jersey has calling in this area. And when she does call, she clears the Bayonne Bridge by about 2 feet above her stacks to the bridge, and about 2 feet from the bottom of her hull down to the ground. There's very large programs that are out there right now. The Port Authority is spearheading the project to take the channel down from 45 to 50 feet. They're actually about ready to certify the channel to 47, and then it'll be recertified down to 50. But that's a huge benefit to us and the port, because it gives us a lot longer access to the channel and a lot longer access down below the bridge. Yeah, 50 is somewhat of a practical limit. There are ships that would be able to draw deeper than 50 feet, upwards of 55 feet, but at some point there's a point of diminishing returns. In many cases, definitely the ships that are going to transit through the Panama Canal would be able to be handled, but even with the Panama Canal expansion, they won't be able to take the largest ships on Earth. But those ships will come in, they'll just be a little bit lighter than they would be normally. So even though she's a 9,000 TEU ship, which would translate into, say roughly about 6,000 containers. Since she's going all the way up and down the coast, we'll take off and put on about 3,000 containers on this call. But the trick with this ship is, since it has to basically shoot the gap between the bridge and the dirt, is making sure that you're able to put enough weight back onto the ship that you took off. So for this ship specifically, because it has to eke its way underneath the bridge, you have to put on exactly as much weight onto it as you took off of it. So never mind the imbalance of trade, you've got to get that done, elsewise she can't leave it. And that would really be bad. The empty container handlers that I was mentioning, those are the ones that